Did you see SmackDown?
I don't think I did. No.
Okay, you may not see SmackDown, but did you hear about SmackDown?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, oh, we gonna probably have a decent conversation then. So before when I did my Raw review, I felt as though that the new stable was them just putting the stamp on the Hurt Business. I was wrong because I'm really invested into the Hurt Business, but that's not the stable. The stable was the one that caused the records on the outside with the lights burning.
That's what I was asking you, and you was like, "Nah, it's the Hurt Business."
No, you're right, Brian. I'm gonna tell you right now, of recording, I was wrong because they showed a brief clip of that, and I'm just like, I thought honestly when I seen it on that Raw, I was like, why would it be them? Those look like Akira Tozawa's ninjas. Because they had the ninjas going around. That's what I thought it was.
They did. And
I'm like, so if they just won a 24/7 championship and they would blow that thing up to distract Shelton Benjamin, that's what makes it all the sense in the world. Which means, and the Hurt Business was featured the whole show. So that's why I'm sitting there thinking, like, if there's no stable right now, you got these people blowing up this generator that looks like Akira Tozawa's ninjas right after he won the 24/7 championship. It's like that. Who wouldn't think that? So, and then the Hurt Business beats down the entire Raw Underground. You would think that the new stable or the stamp is what?
The Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business. So that's what happened. But no, on SmackDown, we got at the end. Retribution comes out in their ski mask and all black, and it's a mixture of men and women.
That's one part.
Huh?
That's one part I don't even understand. How do they know their name?
Well, yeah, I felt as though that they didn't get his time to breathe at all because they are pressed for ratings, and when they press for ratings, WWE hits the panic button. And when they do the panic button, because see, when you do the panic button, it's just like, we want you to know that there's a new stable coming out. Watch each show to see what happens, instead of letting it build up. Because you know why they didn't let it build up? Because people like myself and a lot of other people that was watching Raw felt as though that the group that burned down the generator was Akira Tozawa's ninjas. That's their fault. That's their fault. So then they pushed the panic button and this happened. They called Retribution. They didn't talk to nobody. They didn't get on the microphone and tell anybody this. They just said it's Retribution. Like, well, what the? Nobody knew the Nexus were the Nexus until Wade Barrett said, "We the Nexus."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that made no sense there. So they come out on SmackDown. Corey Graves with the dip move though. Did you see that? That mean that
he pushed him in the way.
Yeah. When he ran away, just left Cole like, "Excuse me, I'm going." So they came. They beat down everything on the outside. They did straight Nexus style. They flipped over the announce table. They went into the crowd and started beating up the crowd.
Yeah, because they are professional wrestlers.
Yeah,
so it makes sense.
And then they took a chainsaw and started cutting down the ropes. So obviously you can hear some female voices and see
Wait. They did what with a chainsaw?
They took the chainsaw and cut the ropes and the ring ropes.
Why?
Because instead of being like Nexus, remember when Nexus tore up the ring where John Cena was in there and exposed the wood and stuff like that? That's what they did. That's what they did. They had chainsaw. First of all, I like how, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler can break plexiglass in a wrestling match, but they had baseball bats and couldn't break the plexiglass.
So, I must be missing something here. They set stuff on fire, right?
Yes.
And they're cutting the ring ropes with chainsaws.
Yes.
And their name is Retribution.
Yes.
Why?
You know why we didn't get the why? Because they didn't say anything yet. The purpose of okay, go ahead.
Okay, because I did not see this whole thing, so I just want to connect the dots. When they came out, was it like their hair type of thing where they all just walked out, or was it just like a random like cut to them destroying stuff in the back and then we're coming?
It was a random thing of cutting to them, and they just came out and they just wreaked havoc after the main event on SmackDown. That's right, because the lights started flickering again, and then what? This is what I didn't like when the lights started flickering. Right, Corey Graves is like, it's Retribution. I'm like, how do you know that? That bothered me.
This whole thing seems like it's bothering me. Maybe I just need to go watch it to see if
first of all, what was it, a decent shot angle? Yeah, I had no problem with the way they shot the angle. I just have a problem with how they're building up this stable. Because first of all, number one, this is what people are thinking is. First of all, they're thinking that somebody's seen curly hair. They're thinking it's Vanessa Bourne, Chelsea Green.
Oh, okay, that could be Vanessa Bourne because she has been off for a while. Yeah, so that could be her.
Chelsea Green. I know. Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander.
They didn't throw that idea in the trash.
It's
seriously? Retribution for what? Being jobbers? What is this?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what
they need to bring back the Jobber Squad if that's the case.
You know what this is? This is the Dark Order of WWE.
Nah.
Yep. It's the Dark Order of WWE because screw the Dark Order. Here's the thing. The stable, they're trying to give it a Nexus vibe, right? But the problem is they're not letting it build. If you're going to have a stable named Retribution, okay, it gotta be.
Do we even know that? What did they get on there and they said that their name is something else?
That'd be
better.
Not
Retribution. And then they'll just be like, oh, well, somebody told us that that's what they thought their name was.
Yeah, when you create stables, you have to create a group of guys or a group of ladies that have a same agenda. And when they have the same...
Their agenda is cutting ring ropes and setting stuff on fire.
Look, I understand how stupid it sounds. I'm trying to explain a smarter version of it.
I don't know how you can.
No, I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about, come on, being as a wrestling fan, I'm saying when it comes to building stables, I'm just talking about building stables 101. Okay. You have to have a cohesive idea and point, and you have to have superstars that's in it that makes sense with what the theme of the stable is. And if you're trying to go Nexus level, right? The question is, the Nexus were a thing where they were treated like amateurs, and they had to do hot dog eating contests. They had to do, do the rubber sword thing. They had WWE they had these coaches that, like, there's no way Lay Cool should have been a coach to Low Key. Like, stop it. They were doing these kind of things to the point where they weren't treating them like wrestlers. So they came out, they targeted the biggest guy, that was John Cena at that time, tore apart the ring, beat up John Cena, and then Wayne Barrett let everybody. All they knew was that these are the Nexus wrestlers, and then he said, "We are the Nexus," and this was our point. That's what the whole thing should have been. Now, after that, they got wasted, but other than that, it had a good start. The problem with this is, you gave us the name, and then if these it's rumor there is clearly black guys on this team, because one got up in the camera and I'm like, he sounded like a higher pitch or a more overexcited Xavier Woods. It's not Xavier Woods, because Xavier Woods is more swole than that. It looked like it's Cedric Alexander. So that's what I'm saying, like, okay.
Oh, wow. Cedric has that much personality? Okay.
He has a mask on. But the thing is, where does the Retribution come in at? If that's the name of it, what are y'all tired of? Being jobbers? Especially if it is Cedric and Ricochet, right? Mm-hmm. Let me ask you. Okay, y'all brought back Mustafa Ali. Y'all won that matchup. Y'all didn't have another match. Y'all lost the tag team the triple threat. Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business didn't interfere in that match. Y'all just lost. Mm-hmm. So then what are you mad for? Y'all get better. Because now if you reveal underneath these masks a bunch of jobbers like Vanessa Bourne, because I have not seen Vanessa Bourne win a match. If it's Chelsea Green or Carmella, they both. I'm like,
you know what? I'm watching this video right now.
Okay.
That is definitely Carmella.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me, but that looks just like Carmella to me.
Okay, so it's probably not Vanessa Bourne then. Or it may not be Chelsea Green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's Chelsea Green because I don't know if I just like she literally looks like Carmella.
Okay. And did you see the black guy talking up in the screen?
Yes, I see him.
Is that not Cedric
Alexander? That
Alexander?
look like Cedric to me.
Well, it ain't Xavier, but he sound like Xavier.
What other black guys do they? That one didn't look like Cedric to me. Maybe that's just. Oh wait, never mind. He just hit a kick. Yep, that's a Cedric kick.
See? See?
So do these people not know that they supposed to be different people or so? Like.
So the question is, if they all reveal who they are, right? Who leads a team that's full of job? How they going? Then all of a sudden they gonna start winning matches, and the next thing you know, they're going to be the hot shit to the point where it's just like y'all almost ruined this before it got started.
Yeah.
And back in the day, that's not how you let the stable mates tell the people what their issue is and why they become this group. You don't put out the name and say Retribution is here on SmackDown. They'll be here on Raw. Like that's not. That's how you show. Here's how you gotta do it old school way. What you do is you have them do these antics, right? If you still got a low rating on SmackDown, like 1 million people, SmackDown hasn't been that low yet, but they close. If Retribution's on there, word of mouth by podcast, because by different podcasts stuff like that, it's gonna be like, hey, did y'all hear about Retribution? Like people that listen to
just real quick though, are we sure everybody are these the people that's actually going to be in the group? Because I seen one thing. One of the ninjas was Malcolm Bivens. When they had the ninjas, and one of them was Malcolm Bivens. So maybe are you sure all of these are supposed to be the people that they are supposed to be?
According to this right now, these are the people that they're supposed to be.
Okay. I don't know. This is I don't know.
This is who they're supposed to be, and I'm just saying if they're just doing the Nexus almost wrong, they're not giving this thing no time to breathe, and they're not letting word of mouth. They're not being patient enough to let the word of mouth spread. And that's how, because if word of mouth spread, then you have somebody who's willing. What you say?
Okay. I said this dude definitely looks like Ricochet with it. Maybe that's just me.
I just try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like it may be a thing where Mustafa Ali is leading them.
Maybe he's the hacker. He turns around. They go up to the hacker. He turns around and it's them behind him. Also,
that would be kind of dope though. I ain't gonna lie. And like they just zoom out the screen. You just see them all standing right there. Like that would be kind of dope. To be honest with you. So, then, damn, I got your opinion already. I'm about to say how you felt about that.
Okay, I need more to see how I feel about this actually.
Okay, yeah, like I said, well, that's why we got to tune in on Raw. It's to help make you watch. Speaking of watching,
I don't know. Well, it depends on what they do next episode if I keep watching or not.